Hey guys, I'm Logan from Season 4, Episode 18 of Castle. Here we go.
Welcome to MamaDeadHead, America's favorite dance competition with your hosts.
Dancing with the Stars?
Hey! Good evening, America!
One will be eliminated on Monday's results show. The other will be guaranteed a spot in the final two.
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Santino and Odette.
She's dead.
Guess who I ran into at the beauty parlor today?
Oh, God.
I'm at a critical juncture.
Una Marconi.
Una Marconi, the theater critic?
I thought I might invite her to dinner, ask her to give a little mention to my acting school, put it into one of her columns. It would be invaluable publicity.
Yes, well, that would depend on the mention. You are forgetting her blistering review of your performance of Maggie and Cat in the Haunted Roof, are you?
That was 1983. I think I'm over it.
Martha Rogers as Maggie the cat is more of a helpless kitten, mewing and flapping her hands when she doesn't get her way.
Oh.
You memorized it?
I couldn't help it. You walked around the apartment quoting it for months. Mother, I'm just... Maybe it's not a good idea to ask an important favor of someone who's been so unkind to you in the
Unkind, yeah.
past.
The operative word here is past. I think I can rise above. Besides, my acting school is more important to me than some old grudge.
Well, it's very mature of your mother.
Thank you.
Is
If
that really
Tennessee
what's gonna happen?
Williams knew what crimes Martha Rogers had committed against this audience in his name, he would have her arrested for assault.
Rising above.
What happened?
Damn, that's harsh.
I'm just afraid that she's going to get her heart broken, you know? I mean, you know my mother. On the exterior, she's a tough cookie, but underneath all that bravado, Billy Center.
So who's our victim?
Odette Morton. Cause of death is a single GSW to the heart. Probably a 9mm. She died instantly.
The bullet went right through her.
Well, unless our killer
Gunshot?
used a silencer, someone must have heard this.
Yeah, honestly.
Necessarily. According to the stage manager, this area clears out once taping starts. Yeah, the makeup girl finished with Odette at 2:45. Taping starts at 3, and she was discovered at 3:04.
19 minutes. That's not a very big window.
All right, see if the crew saw anyone near this room around that time.
You got
That's quick.
Hey, Ryan?
That was definitely
Did I
like,
get a list of all
going
the
in here,
victims
I'm gonna kill this
tonight's
woman.
taken along with anyone that checked in at security?
already on it, but that's not the only way in here. There's an exit door to the alley down the hall. The crew guys like to prop it open so they can go out for a smoke.
So either our killer got lucky and found an unlocked door,
Or this was an inside job.
Yeah.
That gives my vote. Odette was a lock to win this thing. I bet it was one of her backstabbing rivals that did this. What? I watched the show. Odette was my favorite contestant. She was an heiress raised by her rich grandpa. A party girl headed down the wrong path. Then her brush with death made her wake up and change her back girl ways.
that's a great story.
Except for the ending.
I mean, one of us was about to be eliminated, which is why I can't believe she just left
it's
rehearsal at
nervous.
11 and took off for half an hour.
To do what?
She wouldn't say, but everything was riding on this dance.
She told me she had to meet a friend. She asked me to cover if anyone was looking for her.
Do you have any idea why she was being so secretive?
The producers don't like us to leave the studio on show day, so it must have been important.
Did you see that? Mm-hmm. She acted like I didn't even exist. You don't. Not since you put that ring on your finger. Get used to being invisible to single women.
I'm invisible with a ring or without, so you're
I've
good.
never seen her happier than these past couple months. I can't believe that my sister's dead. A few years ago, our grandfather passed away. Dad took it hard. She quit school.
Did that
She
say
broke off a
criminal?
relationship with a nice guy. Started
I know
hanging
it's
out
not
with
Criminal
bad
Minds, but
What kind of
like...
bad crowd?
partiers, and druggies. She was arrested several times.
What about on the show? Anyone she didn't get along with?
Yeah, she did mention someone, another contestant. I think she said his name was Eddie.
There's a start.
Take the jacket, they're waiting for you.
Criminally.
Thank you.
Never mind.
Detective Beckett, as co-creator and executive producer of Night at Dance,
Was he threatening?
let's just say I was relieved when he was gone. Ironic, really.
How so?
Well, according to the rules, when a contestant is unable to continue, the last eliminated dancer returns to take his or her place.
And that dancer is Eddie Gordon.
Let me tell you something about this sweet minister.
So he's back in.
She threw me under the bus tonight. She blew up rehearsals all week, then messed up her footwork and blames it on me.
Eddie's got a record back home in Rochester, and one of the assistants at A Night of Dance says they remember seeing him in the studio the afternoon Odette was murdered.
Okay, so Eddie was eliminated, but he knew that if Odette was out of the running, he'd be asked to return and take her slot.
So you went back and eliminated Odette. Permanently.
I mean, it's too easy, though. It's too easy too early on. There's no chance.
I was across town when that mess happened, meeting my agent. But last week, something was going on with Odette.
Mm-hmm.
Something that didn't have nothing to do with dancing.
What do you mean?
She was out of it. Missing the easy steps. She said she'd go into the ladies' room and then be gone for half an hour.
What do you think she was doing?
I know what she was doing.
Diving back
I saw her out the
into...
back door. Meet some guy in the alley. They talk real serious for a minute. And she handed him a roll of bills. Looked like $3 grand, easy.
You get a good enough look at this guy? You think you can
$3
provide us with a sketch?
Yeah, I can do that.
He gave us a sketch. Pretty generic, though. Handsome Caucasian dark hair.
That's...
That missing half hour when Odette left rehearsal the day
That
she
looks
was
like
shot.
everybody.
Maybe she was with him.
I'll have uniforms circulate the sketch around the studio, see if anybody recognizes him.
Okay, so if Odette had straightened up after the train accident, what was she doing behind the stage door secretly giving some guy a roll of bills?
Exactly.
Maybe a drug deal. Maybe Odette was falling back into old habits. Any recent withdrawals in her bank statement?
Yeah, not for that amount of money, but check out these credit card payments.
I'm sure you know that after Odette's grandfather passed away 3 years ago, she went through a bad period.
Yeah, her brother filled us in. Parties, drugs.
A particular concern to me during that time was her spending. Odette would get drunk and spontaneously buy a car or put a bid down on a new apartment. She paid for a friend's nose
Damn,
job,
that's
whatever struck her fancy.
That's
But then after the
extensive.
train accident last year, all that stuff.
Alcohol.
It was.
Let me buy a car.
Who cared about her? I
Good
was worried
God.
that last month's credit card charges indicated that she might have been backsliding.
What was she buying?
Clothing, mostly.
This is the weirdest spending spree I have ever seen. Odette spent tens of thousands of dollars on clothes, but nothing in her size according to these receipts. Everything's in size 4.
I went through her apartment. I didn't see $100 grand worth of new clothes. Maybe she hid them. Sounds to me like the old gas card scam.
It doesn't make
Your
sense.
parents put you on a strict allowance, but they give you a gas card so you can fill your car. Well, you fill your friends' cars, and they give you cash. Some of my buddies in boarding school nearly doubled their allowance.
Uh-huh.
Not me, of course.
She's...
Don't tell my mother.
So, Odette needed cash in a hurry to say maybe pay off some guy in an alley.
But the monthly stipend from her family trust wasn't enough to cover it.
So she charges the clothes, sells them to her friends, instant cash flow.
Jasmine? We need to talk. Where'd you get the bag?
A friend gave it to me.
Your friend Odette Morton? We
Come
talked
on,
to the
people.
salesperson, Jasmine. She said that you were with Odette when she dropped $100 grand on clothes for you.
Odette was very generous.
She's also very dead, and I know a blackmail scheme when I hear one.
Maybe Odette had something going on in her life she wanted to keep secret. You found out about it, told her the price for your silence was a closet full of fancy duds.
But why would I kill her?
Maybe she couldn't give anymore. You got frustrated. You killed her. Maybe she decided to come forward herself, accused you of blackmail. You killed her. Just needs it just off the top of my head.
I
We
don't
can
know.
finish off this conversation in the precinct.
Wait.
That's a strip. It's...
Last month I was here working late, and I happened to see Odette walk by my desk real fast, like she was upset. Next thing I know, here comes Brad Melville, like he's looking for her.
Brad Melville, the show's host? Why would the host of the Night of Dance...
He does look familiar.
Are not supposed to fraternize?
That's why I followed him. Brad and Odette were in the stairwell having a fight.
About what?
I'm not completely sure. But when I bluffed Odette that I was going to tell Max about her and Brad, she got really nervous. She offered to buy me some stuff I wanted if I'd keep quiet.
If Max Renfro found out that Brad Melville was in a relationship with one of the contestants, what would happen?
She'd be thrown off the show, and he'd be fired.
Motive for murder, anyone?
If anyone finds out about this...
Yeah, but how could he do it? He was...
That is completely not what it sounds like.
What it sounds like, Brad, is you threatening Odette Morton's
That's
life if
just
you would
pushing...
get what
The
she's known for.
timeline there is really pushing
Protect
it.
her how?
I knew about Odette's troubled past, the drugs, the DUIs, but I also believed her when she said she was clean now and that dancing was all she cared about.
Are you trying to say that that wasn't true?
What I'm trying to say is, 2 months ago, I walked into makeup early one morning and found Odette shooting up.
Yo.
Are you sure about that?
Yo.
100% positive. If Max knew she was using, she would have been eliminated on the spot, but I also kept an eye on her. Then a month ago, I caught her again. I told her I was going to Max, that she was on her own.
And did you?
No, because Odette threatened me. She said that if I went to Max and told him what I'd seen, that she'd go to him and tell him that I was the one that let her off the first time. Max would have fired me for keeping a secret that big from him. I'd be off the show. I'd be Brian Dunkelman.
Who's Brian Dunkelman?
Exactly.
So, So Odette went down, she was taking the water.
Brad was right about her shooting up. Found these hidden in a false bottom underneath her jewelry box. No wonder CSU missed it when they went to her apartment.
Could be speed.
Yeah, except I just got off the phone with me, and she said that preliminary talk screen results show that Odette wasn't using drugs, at least only the usual ones.
Nothing appeared on the
bottle.
And so I said to Sir Lawrence, no, that is the second best performance of Othello I have ever seen. But I'm afraid
No way!
the Orson Welles interpretation. Larry,
I know her.
You've simply been outdone.
Oh.
Wow, what did Olivia say to that?
Perhaps you might consider stopping by and sitting in on a class or two, and then if you felt so inclined, mentioning our little school in one of your wonderful columns.
I'd be happy to do that. You just tell me where and when.
Well, that's lovely.
I just hope you're not teaching your students your little trick of tilting your head before delivering an important line of dialogue.
I don't do that.
Well, you did it when you played Maggie the Cat. Or when you fluttered your hands like little bird wings. I kept waiting for you to take off.
Oh, God.
Who wants pie? Alexis, what did you think?
I believe that was the year that I was nominated for a Tony.
Well, perhaps the American theatre wing is more tolerant of head tilting and hand fluttering than I am. Oh, Martha, I'm just teasing. You can't possibly still be upset about that old review.
Yeah, let's not say anything more regret.
That was no review. That was a hatchet job. It was vicious and it was uncalled for.
And it was also accurate.
Rise above.
No, Arden. I rescind my request. There is no way I would accept your endorsement of my school now if you begged me.
Those who can't do, teach.
And those who can't teach become theater critics.
Oh my God!
It couldn't have been worse. My mother exposed her gooey center and Una Marconi drove a stake through it.
Got a fax from the lab. That clear vial of liquid that was found at Odette's apartment, it wasn't illegal drugs. It's insulin.
Odette was diabetic?
Not according to her doctor. He said he hasn't seen her in over a year.
Well, maybe she developed it recently, or maybe she went to a new doctor.
Then why not just tell Brad Melville the truth? That it wasn't speed, it was insulin. And why bother buying Jasmine half of Fifth Avenue to keep
Why would you be using insulin unless you're Michael Schofield for absolutely no reason?
Back in Odette's place, they only found one set of prints. They were not Odette's. They belonged to a woman named Barbara Landau.
Who the hell is Barbara Landau?
Not someone who would run in Odette circles. She was raised in foster care and was a high school dropout.
So she was staying with Odette?
We need to talk to her.
That's going to be tough. Officially, Barbara Landau's been dead for over a year. Here's her death certificate.
She died of blunt force trauma from injuries suffered in a train collision.
What?
Same train collision that Odette survived. Or did she? You see that picture of Odette? Well, this is Barbara.
They're identical.
But that's impossible.
Impossible, or the explanation to everything? The dramatic change in Odette after the accident. The need to hide
wasn't
being a diabetic.
Odette.
Because Odette was not a diabetic.
Odette Morton didn't survive that train crash. Barbara did.
And like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Barbara Landau walked away from the wreckage of that train and stole Odette Morton's life. Twin girls are born and put up for adoption. Odette goes to a wealthy, loving family. Barbara, not so lucky. She gets bounced around from one foster home to the next, always knowing deep inside that she was meant for something better. Then, one day, the two of them meet on a train bound for Miami. The connection is instantaneous, and 2 days they learn everything there is to know about
That
each
is
other.
insane.
If only I had landed in the lap of luxury like Odette, I could have been anything I wanted to be.
Are you suggesting that Barbara purposefully caused the derailment to take over Odette's life?
That's
With
so
what, her
gutsy.
alien powers?
You have no idea if that
Wow, that would be an incredible twist. But no. The accident happens.
accident
Odette
actually
is
happens.
killed.
Okay.
Barbara survives. And in the midst of all the
She takes the most of an opportunity.
She sees her chance. She switches identification with Odette, and she changes her destiny. In one move, Barbara builds herself a better future, a perfect life.
Until she was murdered a year later.
Yeah, the separated twin stories never end happily. Except
Because somebody found out,
The
probably.
buckets are back.
Odette and Barbara were not biologically related. Barbara has no living family who could find.
Not related. How can Barbara look so much like Odette?
I don't know. But we do have an address for her former place of employment, a strip club in Midtown.
In the meantime, I'm going to re-interview Odette's brother, Paul.
Is he a person of interest now?
I'm just having trouble believing that Barbara managed to fool Odette's own brother for over a year.
Exactly.
He convinced me that he didn't know.
Well, that sounds like something better done one-on-one, mano-a-mano. Meantime, I'm going to take a ride downtown with the boys, check out that strip club.
Sorry, Castle. Here's your crap.
All she wanted was to be a dancer on Broadway.
She used to talk about it a lot, huh?
More than that, she got a makeover, changed her hair, and then 2 years ago, she got her nose done, even though her nose looked fine before.
Oh, I wonder if this
Back
was
in the day,
planned.
Barbara had trouble with anybody? Say a customer, maybe a boyfriend?
Boyfriend, yeah. Jason.
Jason?
That's him. Jason Bagwell. If you wanted, you could come back later. My show starts at 8.
I could probably
Just gotta get home to the little woman, Chantel, but we do thank you for your time and your cooperation.
Right.
What's wrong with you, man? Why you got to salt my game like that?
I can't pick up on honeys while wearing the eternal symbol of my love and commitment to Jenny.
Did I say that out loud?
I wonder why they won't flirt with me. I'm a lost cause. A man in love with his wife.
You have a wife.
Enjoy it, my friend.
Enjoy it.
Switch places with you. Not me. Other men. Guys, unhappy, single guys.
Yeah, just give him a ring back and you can go to Chantel's phone.
Ow. What?
No way. No way.
It stopped me.
No way.
Here is her old DMV photo.
She's a pretty girl.
Exactly. Plastic surgery didn't make her look more beautiful, just made her look more like Odette Morton.
So this was planned. This was her plan.
Samuel Lynchburg told you that Odette paid for her friend's nose job.
And you think Barbara's that friend? You think they knew each other?
I know it. Lynchburg's assistant confirmed that Odette paid for Barbara's surgery plus expenses.
And I'm guessing you have a theory as to why?
You know Odette loved to party. Speaking from personal experience, I can tell you that all that constant carousing does not come without consequences. Like arrests, community service hours, waking up in a strange hotel room with some girl's panties on your head. Forget that part. Here is Odette during her community service hours for her second DUI in 2010. Here's Odette at a bridal shower with friends.
They switched lives.
So according to the timestamps, these photos were taken on the same day within 20 minutes of each other.
So it was really Barbara at the soup kitchen.
Odette would do the crime, but she didn't want to do the time. So she created a faux Odette to do her dirty work for her. And she realizes, with a little work, Barbara could be the perfect double for her, doing all the unpleasant jobs that Odette simply couldn't be bothered to do. Community service hours, drug tests.
And with a little training and some surgical tweaks, Barbara could do even more, like meetings with Odette's business manager or boring luncheons with her Aunt Margaret.
Nobody in Odette's inner circle could have known about the ruse, so when the train crashed, Barbara saw her chance to go from understudy to leading lady, and she took it.
Okay, so that explains the transition, but we still don't know who killed her.
No.
Maybe we do. It would have to be someone that knew Odette was actually Barbara when he saw her on TV. Someone who was looking to cash in on her new life.
Someone like Barbara's boyfriend, Jason.
That's a possibility.
Tell me this is crazy.
And here he is.
Anybody.
Here's what I think happened. You realize
This is an insane story.
In an accident. She was alive.
And living with Odette Morton, which meant she was very rich.
You knew her secret, and you wanted to be rich too.
Barbara wasn't the kind of girl to claw her way into the good life and then be taken advantage of by the likes of you.
She rejected you, and so you shot her.
This is why I didn't come forward. You got it wrong. Barbara came to me 2 weeks ago. She showed up on my doorstep and told me the whole story.
Barbara had everything she could want, a perfect life. Why would she risk it all by getting in touch with you?
Respectfully, so true.
Because she missed me. And Odette's life wasn't as perfect as Barbara thought. She told me she had found out some stuff about Odette, secrets from her past.
What kind of secrets?
I don't know, but she said if anyone found out, it would all be over for her.
You think this secret got her killed?
She said she could use it to her advantage. She just needed more information. Information was leverage. It would protect her. But she had to move fast.
And she didn't move fast enough.
Barbara had been dancing since she was a little kid, and all she ever wanted was to be a star on Broadway.
That was her way in.
And she was so close.
So it wasn't something from her own past that got Barbara killed?
And that was something from...
Or something from Odette?
Odette's past.
Odette seemed fine the day that I saw her. Forgetting that she wasn't Odette. The resemblance was remarkable.
You said that she wanted to
And you
reminisce.
couldn't tell.
How close were the two of you?
Well, my dad was the butler in her grandfather's home for 20 years, so we practically grew up together.
And what did she want to talk about?
Well, she asked about her grandfather. Well, Odette's grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about how close they had been. And then she asked about the day that he died.
He died in his sleep, didn't he?
Yeah, he was 98. It was odd that she asked, because I wasn't there, but she was. Odette was, along with my father, and when I reminded her of that, she asked about my dad. She said she wanted to catch up with him.
Do you know if the two of them ever spoke?
Well, I gave her his number, but I'm not sure what happened.
That's strange.
It's not coming off. It's like it soldered itself onto my hand.
Maybe it's possessed. You know, some kind of...
Tell my wife that I'm not wearing my wedding ring because I lent it to Esposito as an experiment to see if strippers would flirt with me. Maybe she'll see the humor in it.
I would not say that.
Charles Carson, former
That's
butler
a
to
disaster.
Odette's late grandfather. No record, but get this. His name rang a bell, so I looked up the guest list from Wednesday's taping, and he's on it. Odette called in a last-minute ticket request for Mr. Carson.
So, Suzanne said that Odette wanted to talk about the day her grandfather died. What if this was the secret that Barbara was onto? What if Graham Morton didn't die of natural causes and she felt somehow Charles Carson here had something to do with it?
Like
We
he
need to
killed
see
him?
Graham Morton's autopsy report.
Based on my reading of the coroner's
This is
report,
so
I can see why
deep.
Graham Morton's death was ruled natural causes. However,
Ooh, there's a however.
a very big however. Tell him. There were some anomalies I found suspicious. Evidence of petechiae in both eyes, fresh bruising on the right side of Mr. Morton's nose, which could have happened if, say, someone was holding a pillow over his face.
One more thing. When I requested the file be sent over, the clerk told me that I was the second person this week to ask for it. Odette Morton was there on Tuesday.
So Barbara realized Odette's grandfather was murdered. She must have thought Carson the butler had something to do with it.
And then when Carson figured out that Barbara knew too much, he killed her. We're gonna bring him in first thing in the morning.
And arrest him for a double murder. Well, there's a chance you can still turn this around, but are you willing to apologize to someone who doesn't really deserve it?
Darling, I don't think a simple apology is going to get me out of this.
In the wise words of Don Vito Corleone, you need to make her an offer. She can't refuse.
It's good. It's good.
If there's anything I can do to help, you let me know.
I will. I will.
I had no idea that that girl wasn't Odette. And no idea why she wanted to talk to me.
She wanted to talk to you about the day that Graham Morton died.
Why would she care about that?
It seems she had some evidence that Mr. Morton didn't die of natural causes.
I don't understand. Are you saying that he was murdered? But that woman, the woman who pretended to be Odette, she might be right about his death. In fact, it's possible that she believed that I knew something. Tell me, how did Mr. Morton die?
Pillow.
Was he smothered?
Why would you ask that?
It's a very...
Once he died, there was tension in the household. Odette was seeing someone of whom Mr. Morton did not approve.
Do you know who?
No, but he ordered her to break it off. And of course, that day, Odette was crying. She spent most of the morning in her room. And about 1 o'clock, Mr. Morton said that he wanted to take a nap. So I cleared the bed.
This is getting so...
He preferred it.
So interesting.
A few moments later, there was a commotion down in the kitchen. Odette had put a sandwich in the toaster oven too long, and it had caused a small fire. We put it out, and then I went back upstairs to check on Mr. Morton, and he was dead. And that's when I noticed it.
Noticed what?
A pillow on the bed. And I was sure that I had taken them all off. So I lied to Odette about it, but she said my mind was playing tricks on me, so I let it go.
Mr. Carson, when you were in the kitchen, was there ever a moment that Odette was out of your sight?
No. I knew she was innocent.
She wasn't innocent. She was a distraction. Odette got you down to the kitchen.
She got someone else to kill him.
Murdered her grandfather.
And then when Barbara Landau figured out the truth, the accomplice murdered her too.
Yeah.
We understand about the time her grandfather died, Odette was dating someone her grandfather didn't approve of.
Well, that's not surprising. The two of them rarely saw eye to eye.
This boyfriend, do you remember who he was?
No. Why?
Well, because we think that he conspired with Odette to kill her grandfather, and then he killed Barbara when she was on the verge of figuring it all out.
You're sure you don't remember?
Well, we just spoke with Odette's brother, and he remembers. In fact, he remembers it being you. He said that the two of you wanted to get married, but Odette's grandfather threatened to cut her off.
Now, a girl like Odette,
That's
she
wild.
can be happy living off a meager.
That means he did it.
Salary like yours. She needed to inherit, but that old man refused to die.
So she convinced you to go upstairs and smother him to death with a pillow.
You can't prove that. His death wasn't even ruled a homicide.
No, but Barbara Landau's was. Uniforms found this 9mm in the dumpster behind your offices. Ballistics match. This is the same gun that...
Dude, you put it behind your office?
Your fingerprints all over it.
What an idiot. What an absolute moron.
Last month when her credit card bills were so high, I thought she was slipping back into her old ways. And I said to her, we didn't risk everything to get this money so you could let it ruin your life. And she looked at me and I could tell she had no idea what I was talking about. In that moment, I knew that she wasn't my Odette.
And that's how she got onto you.
So this Barbara told me that if I kept her secret, she would keep mine. She thought we were even. She thought that she could just take the place of Odette. And what was I supposed to do? Just let some dirty stripper live in her house and wear her clothes and blackmail me? Odette deserved better.
I mean, you didn't have to kill her. You could have just told the truth. This woman, not who she says she is.
I was just thinking how we rely on dreams to keep us going in life, and how sad it is when they become the things that tear us down.
Yeah, well, that might be the case for Barbara Landau, but not for everyone with dreams that didn't come true.
Facts.
I mean, take Lainey, for instance. She wanted to be a dancer. She became a doctor. That's not so bad, is it?
What about you? I mean, I know you became a cop because your mother was murdered, but there had to be something before that. What did little Kate Beckett want to be when she grew up?
At Stanford, I was pre-law.
So your dream was to argue a case before the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I was on my way to becoming the first female Chief Justice.
Wow. Not bad.
Whoa, no. I cannot go home again without that ring on my finger at night. My couch has a loose spring. My back...
Did you try soap?
Yeah, it was the first thing we did.
Cooking spray.
I didn't think about cooking. What do you have cooking spray?
Here.
There's also a little trick, like you put a thing through it and you like do some kind of, I don't know. It's weird.
Silk. That might work. Oh yeah. It's coming.
At least it's off my finger.
Una, thank you so much for stopping by. Martha, and I'll be sure to find a few inches of column space to mention your little school.
Oh, good. Thank you. I really appreciate that, dear. Oh, Richard, good. You're just in time to say goodbye to Una.
Oh, well, nice to see you again.
It's lovely to see you as well, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Hearing from...
Well, I know you're in a hurry, dear. And I'll call you. We will have lunch.
Yeah.
She used her son as a...
All's well that ends well.
Mother, why would Ona Marconi be looking forward to hearing from me?
Well, you did say if there is any way that you could help.
That you should let me know exactly what did you promise her without asking me first?
That you would read her novel.
Oh, Mother.
And critique it and give it to your publisher, because it's always been her dream to be a novelist.
Be kind. For you, Mother, I can be kind.
That story was insane. It was insane. I loved it. It's absolutely wild. Oh my god. Anyways. It was sick. It was really sick. Yeah. That was awesome. I didn't even have the slightest idea of, like, anything. It was like, I got nothing here. I'm just gonna sit back and be like, y'all give me the details. I'm all ears. Like, I got nothing. So, that was awesome. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. If y'all are interested in getting videos early, you can do so. Down in the description, simplereactions.com, patreon.com/simplereactions. Up to 20 weeks early. Up to you. Blah, blah, blah. See y'all next time.